Dear Ukrainians, now in Shaska, our Sumy region, work is still underway after the attacks of the Russian bombs. There was a lot of work today also in Pavlograd, in Dnipro region, in our other cities, and our communities, which were hit. Everyone who was injured is provided with the necessary help. Now, in Dnipro region, wounded are also being rescued after the attack of the Iskanders on Veliko Alexandrovets. Unfortunately, she was killed as a result of this attack. My condolences to all relatives and close ones. We will definitely respond to Russia so that they feel it there. Today there was a statement of the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Ukraine. There are different questions. The first is sanctions. We discussed the synchronization of sanctions. It is very important that the new package of sanctions of the European Union was also supported by other European countries that are not now part of the European Union. We will continue the process, a very important process of synchronization of sanctions, and not only the European sanctions in our jurisdictions. We also work in the American direction. There are agreements with President Trump that we must implement as quickly as possible. Ukraine is set for maximum productivity. This applies to our agreements on air defense, on the new agreement with the U.S. on weapons. We are ready to buy the necessary weapons and export to the United States technologically Ukrainian weapons. Above all, these are drones that have shown themselves very effective lifeguards in this war. Our government has also significantly activated the work of interceptor drones. I expect to sign additional contracts today. I spoke to the Secretary of the Russian National Security Agency, Rustem Umerov. The Russian National Security Agency has been renewed, and we are already preparing the first decision of the new staff. In particular, the sanctions will be soon. We are also preparing a decision to activate economic relations. We will discuss the details tomorrow with Prime Minister Yulia Sviridenko. We are preparing a decision for Monday and a few other important things. A conversation is underway with the Russian side about the exchange. We continue to fulfill the agreements of the past meeting in Istanbul. Now the team is working on one more exchange. Also, the Secretary of the Russian National Security Agency, Umerov, said that he proposed to the Russian side the next meeting next week. The negotiating dynamics must be increased. We must do everything to achieve a ceasefire, and the Russian side must stop hiding from the decision to exchange prisoners, to return children, to stop murders. And we need a meeting at the level of leaders to really ensure peace. Indeed, a permanent peace. Ukraine is ready for such a meeting. And one more thing. We all must remember that the independence of our state is based on the resilience and patriotism of our people, our Ukrainian heroes. Heroes of different times who, however, defended and defend Ukraine. I thank everyone who is now on the front, on combat missions, on combat posts. I thank everyone who helps. Let's respect and never forget our fallen soldiers. I signed the decrees on the designation of the heroes of Ukraine as absolutely brave Ukrainian boys. Unfortunately, the posthumous soldiers of Oleg Yarov and the junior sergeant Vitaly Karvatsky were spectacular our soldiers. Both were inspired by their brothers and really did everything to protect Ukraine. I also signed a decree on the designation of the Order of Freedom. This is one of the highest Ukrainian awards, the Order of Freedom of two boys from Berdyansk. From our Berdyansk, which is now temporarily occupied by Russia. Tigran Aganessian and Mikita Konganov. They were 16 years old. They did not betray Ukraine and valued freedom just as for the rich God became her symbol. They were killed and the Russians did not even give their bodies to their relatives. Eternal memory. Ukraine will definitely protect its independence. Glory to Ukraine.